Hello everyone, myself Rutvish Lange. In this video, we will study about the methods of controlling animation. So, what is animation? Animation is changing of frames with sequences of images to get movement. So, there are three types of controlling animation. So, we will study them one by one. First one is the explicit control. So, in explicit control, we have to provide each and every information. So, we'll consider a ball which is moving on the surface. So we have to form the animation of this ball. So in first frame, the ball is in the first position. In the second frame, the ball is in the second position, and in the third frame, ball is in the third position. So if we play these three frames one by one, so we will get the animation. So this type of animation control technique is called explicit control. Now the second technique is procedural control. So in procedural control, the object is known about the object is known about its dynamics. So here we also study it with one example. So consider a ball which is in the playground. So ball is not supposed to leave the playground. So if this ball travels to the boundary will resist it. So in this type is called procedural control. Now the third type is the constraint base. So in constraint base, we can provide some condition. So consider a game in which if ball falls in this hole, then the game will end. So this type of animation is called a constraint based animation. Means constraint based animation system allows animators to define relationship between elements such as parent child or hierarchies or physical constraints. Okay, so the now we will study about what is frame by frame animation technique. So in frame by frame animation techniques, animators completely control over every single frame, allowing for precise and nuanced movements. So it is a time consuming technique, but in the 20th century it was very dominant. So there are three types of frame by frame animation technique. First one is the flip book. So what is flip book? In the flip book, we have to draw each frame with slightly difference in the images, and by flipping it, we get the animation. Just like we can see in this animation. Third one is the rotoscope. In the rotoscope, we take images of live action, and in live action, we uh, we trace the live action images. So consider there is some actors which are acting in the movie, and we have taken the pictures of all the actors performing the stunts or any other action, and by tracing it on the paper we get the rotoscope. Rotoscope is easy uh, back in consideration of other technique because we have to just trace it. Then the third one is the stop motion animation technique. In the stop motion, it is also similar to the rotoscope, but in stop motion, we don't trace the images. We directly play the images which we have captured. Okay. So in the next step, okay. So in the next technique, real-time animation technique. So in real-time animation technique, the the frames should be changing according to the input by the user. So we can consider the gaming. Suppose we are playing a game and a car is traveling in this direction. So as we are going to the right direction, all the frames should be changing. So real-time animation technique is basically used by many directors of animation fields to get the idea about what it will be look like after the creation. So there are some motion capture sensors which are used by the actors and the humans to acting, and we can see it in animation uh, with the help of motion capture sensors. Also, this real-time animation technique is used in the virtual reality as by the movement of hand and neck, all the frames should be changing. So this type of technique is called real-time animation technique. Thank you so much.